For decades, Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel were one of the most iconic duos in music history, a partnership that gave the world timeless classics like Bridge Over Troubled Water, The Sound of Silence, and Mrs. Robinson. Their voices blended with haunting perfection, creating songs that defined a generation. But behind the harmony was a relationship filled with tension, ego clashes, and creative differences. Now, at 83 years old, Paul Simon has finally opened up about why he could never truly work with Art Garfunkel again. And his admission paints a bittersweet picture of friendship, pride, and the cost of artistic brilliance. The story of Simon and Garfunkel began long before fame. The two met as schoolboys in Queens, New York, bonding over a shared love of music. They performed together as teenagers under the name Tom and Jerry before eventually becoming the folk rock legends we know today. On stage, they were magic, but off-stage, cracks began to show as fame grew. Paul Simon was the songwriter, the perfectionist, the driving creative force. Art Garfunkel was the voice, the dreamer, and the face that often captured the spotlight. That imbalance would slowly turn admiration into resentment. Over the years, Simon has admitted that it wasn't one fight that broke them, but a long build-up of frustration. He felt overshadowed by Art's fame, while Art often struggled with Paul's control over the songwriting process. Their split after Bridge Over Troubled Water in 1970 shocked fans, but according to Simon, it was inevitable. In later interviews, he revealed that while they shared incredible musical chemistry, they simply couldn't find emotional balance as partners. "It wasn't that I didn't love Art," Paul once said, "it's that we couldn't make it work. We were just wired differently." In a recent reflection, Simon went even deeper. At 83, he admitted that time has softened some of the anger, but not erased the pain. He confessed that working with Garfunkel became emotionally exhausting because their friendship couldn't survive the pressure of fame. He described it as a marriage that made beautiful music but couldn't live under the same roof. Both men tried to reunite several times over the years. Their 1981 concert in Central Park remains one of the most beloved live performances in history, but each comeback seemed to reopen old wounds. What makes Simon's recent admission so poignant is how human it feels. He no longer blames Art, nor himself entirely. He sees their story as two young dreamers who reached unimaginable heights but couldn't carry the weight of it together. "We were better as a memory than a partnership," Simon admitted, acknowledging that their music will forever outlive their personal struggles. Today, as Paul Simon reflects on his legendary career, he carries both pride and regret. He and Art Garfunkel created something eternal, and even though they could never truly work together again, their songs remain a testament to what happens when two imperfect souls create something perfect, if only for a while.